Customer delight is critically important to Intuit because we want customers to use our products and have their lives change so profoundly that they can't imagine using anything else.
Last year, about 23.7 million people completed their taxes with TurboTax Online.
So A/B testing is critical to TurboTax for two reasons. The first is that we want to make sure that our wins are wins, that they're actually helping customers and improving our product experience. And the second is to mitigate the impact of losses. So when something is not working, we want to make sure that we're not impacting the product experience and our business results in a negative way.
So we've used a number of A/B testing tools in CTG. We've also used Adobe Target. We've looked at Optimizely. As we look at them, they all have the same problem, whether we build them in-house or we build them or we use external tools, they don't all do exactly what we want them to do. And so for us, we need them to be able to handle our load, we need them to be able to handle the number of customers that we want to be able to put through them, and we need them to have the functionality that is required for us to be able to do experimentation well. And none of them really did all of those things together. Java was developed by the team that we purchased, that Intuit purchased, as a first foray into how do we do A/B testing for QuickBooks Online or for another business unit. As I looked at the tool, I said, we could actually use this and get rid of the tools that we have internally that aren't being supported and move towards a system that will actually do all the things that we needed to do. Fast forward to about 2 sprints ago, we had a conversation with a developer and engineer inside of the customer care section and told him how we think Java should be implemented. And by the end of that sprint, he had it up and running and had the demonstrable A/B testing inside of the dev environment. And so you can pretty much get up and running in just a sprint.
Once we integrate with Java, it just makes it so easy. It's almost seamless. You can start with certain set up Java, then you will be able to integrate testing the certain assignment and experience with Java's help.
This year we ran about 120 tests. The key one was the responsive experience versus the classic experience. We're using Java to make a determination whether or not we would roll out the responsive experience or keep the classic experience for first peak. And so by using that testing mechanism, we were able to have a controlled experiment that told us exactly, well, it told us what the right experience probably was. We were able to use that to make a decision to have the responsive experience be the default experience for the majority of customers for that first peak and through to today, which is a huge piece for us. We're also able to do a number of rapid experiments with Java as well. Most of the experiments that we do in product for the rapid experimentation program, we only want to put like 400 or 500 people in there. And so we use Java in order to be able to turn it on, watch it, and then turn it off really quickly, as opposed to other systems where you would have to make a call to an engineer, have it get to a sprint, have it turned on in the sprint and turned off in the sprint, or turned off with a number of meetings or interventions. And so by being able to use Java for rapid experimentation, it's really helped us learn quickly for things that we may want to pivot or persist on. We ran more tests. Part of that was because of having the Java functionality. The thing that is interesting is that Java's, where we rolled it out was in places where testing was either very rudimentary or didn't exist previously. And so in those cases, we wouldn't have had a testing system. We would have had to ask a team upstream to actually start the test. And so Java enabled those teams to be self-sufficient and be able to run the tests that they needed to run in order to be able to understand the experiences that they were developing.
We've been on a journey in TurboTax where we used to kind of do these incremental button color changes, and now we've become much bolder, and we're seeing the rewards of that through our results.
As I look at what teams are looking at, other teams, central teams, and I see that they're focusing on which A/B testing service is the right for us, I always ask, why aren't you using Java? What are the things that are, why would you choose something besides Java? And that support system of having a team behind it that is ready, willing, and able to make modifications to the tool itself or to respond to questions or inquiries. You just don't have that with the other tools that are out there at the level that we need it to be.
It's very important to place data at the heart of their product decisions because oftentimes we have very passionate people in this business who are very informed, but they may have differing opinions about what's the best way to deliver for the customer. And so we don't want to get into an opinion versus opinion war and never actually get to a solution. So what we like to do is test it and let data be the decision maker. So A/B testing is critical to TurboTax because it helps making sure that we're giving the absolute best product experience, that they can get their taxes done easily. At the end of the day, delivering the customer benefit to them, which is their taxes are done and the refunds in their pocket.